culture, I don't want to come off as insensitive or not having empathy, because a lot of it is not our faults. You can't control what situation you're born into. You can't control who your family is. So you think about the trauma that goes all the way back to slavery, but that's another conversation for another day.
Yes.
We're not even going to get into that. But we can deal with the solutions that we're trying to work towards. And as you said, when you compile things over, on top, you forget what the root problem is, and you start focusing on external things.
Mm-hmm.
My weight, what car, my living situation, my career, and you're forgetting about the things that are internal. And that's the root problem, or whatever the root cause is at the core. And I can guarantee anyone in this world, if you work on the core, which is not easy, because there's layers of things, years and years of trauma.
It takes work.
It takes a lot of work. But I think that's where mental health comes into play, because you have to, you have to find in yourself to go to counseling, to speak to someone, because it starts there. Mental health is serious. It's serious. You think about people in families from years and years ago. I remember somebody, they got into an argument in my family, and it was like, well, Uncle so-and-so, he was a rapist. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it comes out.
No one, why didn't he go to jail?
Because it was suppressed.
Why didn't he go to get rehabilitated? Because we have this thing that we just throw things under the rug, especially back in the day. But I think people are awakening, and they're treating mental health more seriously. But speaking of mental health, and before we start to wrap up, I think that traveling is important as well.
Yeah.
Finding your pockets of peace. If you live in a city and you're away from nature, I think it's important to find those areas and pockets where you can kind of just focus on yourself and find some peace, be around nature. And I remember you were talking about when we went to LA, how much of a experience that was, and being around the sun, even in December. And as an artist, I just want you to, just tell the people how traveling opened up your mind creatively, and what impact that had on you, traveling to the West Coast.
Okay.